they made the decision and you're just like pleading like, wait, hold on, wait, can I say anything? Like, do I even get a say? And they're like, no.
You're alone again. I shouldn't be thinking of you, thinking of me. I know you're not.
Greetings, people. This is Mike, and this is the Daily Bread, Weekly Bread podcast, where I come to you from my couch and I talk about life, my life, not your life or life in general, but my life. And yeah, so I was trying to think of what to talk about today, and there was a couple things I wanted to talk about or was thinking about. And one, there's two things. Well, a couple things equals, I guess, two things. One, I just heard this song recently. This is so funny. This is Maroon 5 song called Wait. I don't know how long this song has been around, but I had heard it out and about at probably some hip and cool coffee place or some place that was hip and cool. And it's a super catchy song. And so I added it to my Spotify playlist, and I've just been playing it nonstop because it's been triggering this like memory. And I love when a song does that. And growing up, I grew up in a punk band and grew up in this punk scene, and like you can only hear certain types of music, or you were considered a sellout, or anything on the radio is stupid. And it that thing like carries you for a while. And there's a point in your like I don't know 20s or 30s where you start to kind of let go of that and be like, you know what, I really think I do like Taylor Swift, and maybe back in the day I would have really dug in sync if they were on the radio, and I didn't have that mindset. So it's like that's why I laugh when I said that the Maroon 5 song, because it's like that's still that teenage rebellious person in me thinking like, oh, I can't like this band. And I think about it, I'm like, no, I that first album they put out was fucking baller. And I think that was when I was in my late 20s. So yeah, but the song, there's lyrics in it that really hit home with me, and I'll talk about that in a second. So the other one was, I think I'm just going to talk about that, but the other one, I I did an episode about I did a challenge for running 90 days. So yesterday I hit day 29, and I missed 2 days this whole time. But my buddy Bob, who I'm doing the challenge with, he has missed 2 days, so we pretty much canceled it out. And it was almost like I kind of needed those days because my body was a little shot from running. It's not used to running so much. Granted, some of the days I'm only doing a mile, but yesterday I did like 4.2, which is the longest I've done the whole time. I mean, I've done a half marathon before, but that was years ago when I was doing like lots of CrossFit, and I've run, what else have I run? Like I've done 6 miles before, but what I'm trying to do is get consistently to do between like 4 and 6 miles, and then randomly do like 8 to 10 in the hopefully the not too distant future. And then I got on the scale this morning, and it was like I lost 3 pounds. But granted, that's all like water weight and that's what you eat. And but the running part, you felt so good yesterday, and I had this really good Monday yesterday. It was wild. I woke up from this past weekend and we went out, and I just felt like shit. So I woke up yesterday just being like, all right, I'm gonna just be lazy. I'm not gonna do anything. It took me a really long time to start the day. I just dragged my ass out of bed slowly, and then I went and got coffee, like drove into Cary, which is about 15 minutes away from Raleigh, to get it, and I just took a long way home. And I really wasn't motivated to do anything, but these little things just kind of started to happen. Like my animation company, Drive 80, I ended up closing this big, big fucking deal, which was awesome. And then I ended up running over 4 miles. And I'd said to Bob, I texted him, I said, yo, man, today I'm gonna run 4 miles. And he was like, all right, man, good, good job calling your shot. And what I noticed is when I go out and run and if I haven't expressed how long I'm gonna run out loud or to someone, I can just loosely do whatever. And my brain starts talking myself out of it. It's just kind of like, you didn't really say what you're gonna do, so you really don't have to do that much. And then that just repeats in my brain over and over and over again as I'm running. which typically, unless I do call it or I do tell somebody, because that holds me accountable. And then if you don't do that, you're just holding yourself accountable to nothing. And typically when I do that, I just kind of like, I'm just whatever. But yesterday, because I said that, as I'm running in my brain, it was, you have to finish this 4 miles. You said you're going to, so you're gonna. And it gave me this boost, which was pretty cool. So I finished that, and then I ended up meeting up with some friends for a minute, and that was a lot of fun. And it was just like it was a good Monday. It just came out of nowhere. So that was really cool. And I think that the running definitely helped. And then I got up this morning and I saw the 3 pounds. I was like, ooh, this is pretty cool. I mean, plus yesterday was day one of trying to do more of a keto approach to eating. So I don't think I had any carbs at all. So I have to think about that. No, I didn't. Okay, so that's cool. So who knows? But that I'll keep you posted about that. So that's the running thing where I'm at. So back to the Maroon 5 thing. There's certain songs that you listen to that just trigger a memory or a feeling. And this song, it's so simple and it's just set up so fucking well. I can't, I like fucking love it. But it's about, I guess, like a fight that him or the character he's portraying in the song has a fight with his girlfriend. And it's that moment where she's like leaving and he's like, in that moment being like, wait, like, don't, I know fucked up, like, don't go away. And it kind of, there's been like points in my life where when I gave a shit about dating, music was such a big part of connecting to that relationship, which I'm sure anyone listening can relate to. And this song just, it really hit because there was something in the last year. It reminded me of that. And it's not like there was a fight, but it was, I liked someone that much where it wasn't that I did something wrong. It was just they just decided to not, they're just like, I can't do this. And when I'm hearing the lyrics, it brought me back to that, and I was like, oh man, this is just like stabbing me right now. Um, because it just felt that part of me, I guess, felt really raw still, and it's like you play the scenario in your head. So when you're listening to the song, a song can be catchy and the melody's really good and the lyrics are good, but if it can connect to something in you that's still kind of an open wound, it's just like a home run. I mean, holy shit. So again, it's there's that teenage part of me thinking like if this was an underground band that no one knew of or no one knew of, it's so much cooler and I have so much more credit. And then the older person to me is like, shut the fuck up. This song kicks ass and it's really doing something to me. So I've been playing that song on repeat and I'm trying to think of the lyrics. Um, it's almost like, and the way that it's set up too is it's like it starts off really weird and there's like a banjo in it or something in the background and then it goes and in the whole song it like breaks up really weird where there's always a stop and then it goes to the next section and a stop and then next section, so it's like the beginning and then the verse and then the chorus. And the chorus is so cool because it's like he's calmly saying to this person like hold on, like don't wait, hold on, just calm down for a second, don't go. And then it's you can kind of visualize that the person's walking away and then he goes in a falsetto and it's like he's pleading like wait, seriously, like don't go. So it kind of brought me like and the thing that I'm comparing to with myself, it wasn't that dramatic, but it felt that way. Kind of, it was almost like you felt completely not hopeless. I can't think of the fucking word. Like you just couldn't do anything. You were just helpless. Like they made the decision, and you're just like pleading, like, wait, hold on, wait, can I say anything? Like, do I even get a say? And they're like, no, I just made up my mind, and yeah, helpless. Like you just feel completely helpless. And I think that when that moment happened, it was so raw because that's what reminded me of when I got divorced. There was no conversation to be had. She had made up her mind for a long time and then just unleashed it on me where the the initial thought came into her brain at some point in over in like a year or however long it was, and then it grew and grew and grew in the background where I wasn't seeing it, and but they are talking themselves into it, and then by the time they tell you are months in or however long in, and you're seconds in and going like, whoa, hold, what the fuck? And it's like you can't really compete with that. So the song just reminds me of those times where that happens. And when it happens in something as big as when it happens in a situation where you're getting divorced, that's a huge one because you both had decided you're going to spend the rest of your life together and then it's done. When it's a newer relationship or connection and it's so new, there is no guarantee of any go wherever it's going to go, even if it's like going to last months. But there's a spark of hope where you're pretty like you let your guard down, like, oh, cool, like this is great. Everything seems to be going well. We, yeah, I don't know, like we there's no barriers right now. We're gonna see where this goes, and all of a sudden the other person's like, no, and that giant corridor that you think of just gets this giant wall that slams, and there's a padlock, and there's the key is thrown away, and then there's like guards with machine guns and barbed wire and like sharks in a moat. So it's like there's no that path is now completely gone, and you that's what it feels like, and you're just like I can't compete with this. So when the guy's saying the lyrics like that, it's just like he's like, hold on, wait, what? And then you can hear it in the song, and then it just goes, and then it's like again, you can visualize that that person's walking away, and then they go and he goes full falsetto, which is like this last chance of just like it's like almost like yelling, but not. And I don't know, man, this shit just gets me. It's such a fucking good song. I mean, I guess that's why these guys make millions and millions of dollars because they can write a hit, and I'm pretty sure they probably collaborated, but whatever. I'm not going to take away from the the greatness of what this song is to me. So, so that's what I want to talk about today. Running, hitting day 29 of running. Well, today will be 30, and a song that made me get the feels. So that is that. I'll keep this one short. But yeah, so other than that, got nothing. Just go check out the Daily Bread comic and go check out the couple checklist book. I've been having people buy them as gifts for people, which has been pretty cool. So you can check that out, yourdailybread.com, BRED. When I say that, it means like, your daily BRED. So instead of bread, BREAD. So hopefully people get what that means. So the things I got going on with that are still got the book. Then on the Instagram page, I've been dabbling with reels, and I've been putting them on TikTok as well and seeing how they do. I have this one I just did where I did my dude dancing. I put him in a dance video, and I was pretty proud of that one. Got like 1,600 views or something, which was pretty cool. Which is funny because I did this one a month or so ago, and it was just like 5 seconds long, and it's to the Say Anything song, Glory of Love. Like 5,000 views. I think I'm starting to understand the algorithm with Instagram. It's almost like I don't think they want you posting so many reels one after the other. Or with that one, I hand drew it and it was a stop animation, so I drew a little bit and I took a picture and drew another little bit, Drew and I think that's it. Drew some more, took a picture. So I did like a stop animation. So I took all these photos and then I had my phone record the screen and I just kind of did it. I was tapping on it. I forget how the fuck I did it. But I think I used the tools in Reels, more of them. And I think Instagram likes that more because there's other videos where I've animated in After Effects and then I just upload a video and it doesn't seem like it gets as much reach. So I'm testing that out. And then also, I think the song that you choose has a big part of it because if the song is popular, then that's going to throw anyone's video that's connected to that song in everyone's feed. So I think I need to do a little research on that because I totally the comic itself, it's there's like a punk rock thing to it where I want it to be organic and not forced and I hate doing the hashtags even though it's probably going to benefit me, but it just seems so forced. It's like when someone does a really sensitive post and then they just finish it with 30 hashtags. You're like, you just talked about your dead mother. How are you hashtagging this right now? That is so fucked up. It's like I'm using this story to gain followers. It's like holy shit. So I just have this real big back and forth. But with Reels, I just don't care because there's nothing. It's just funny and fun, and I want more people to find them. So I'm trying to figure out how to get the most reach when I do them. So if you have ideas and if you know how the whole system works, message me on Instagram and let me know because I'd love to get a tens of thousands of views on Reels because I think that'll lead to more people following the account and gaining more followers that way. So that's it. That's all I got to say today. Go check out that song. It's really good. Bye.